Hi, welcome back to Miyax Dogs. Today I'm going to talk to you about Ash and Bree. So for those that don't know, we have been trying to breed Ash and Bree for the last 12 months. We did attempt to pair them last year and they get on great and had a lovely time. It was all very romantic and they did mate. But unfortunately, Bree did not get pregnant. And we have some theories about why she didn't get pregnant last year. We think that after talking with our vets and talking with our colleagues in other breeders, that potentially Bree was a little bit too overweight, and that was why she did not get pregnant last year. So we've slimmed Bree down to her absolute optimum weight, which for her is 28 kilos, and we have tried again. So Bree has now been in season for about 3 weeks, and she and Ash have been having a romantic time, and we are happy to say that they have mated, and that hopefully in a few weeks' time we'll be able to ultrasound Bree and see if she has gotten pregnant. They bred, mated around a week ago, and we have noticed that there are some good positive early signs. One of those being that Bree is become even more affectionate than she was before, if that could even be a possibility. But Bree says it is. She's very affectionate. She's very clingy at the moment, wanting to spend lots of time around me, which are all good signs that she's been successfully bred. Another good sign is the colour of her nipples, which have turned quite pink. So I'm going to show you those. So here we are with Bree, and I'm going to show you her nipples, which, if you can see in this light, have gone very, very pink. And that's always a good sign that potentially your bitch has been successfully bred and that she is in the early stages of pregnancy. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. As I mentioned before, we have bred Ash with Bree to produce what is hopefully a litter that will be due around Christmas. And I've got Ash here with me, who has been very loving and romantic with Bree. He's a really good stud dog. He's super gentle with the ladies because he's been taught well here by ourselves. And he and Bree are still together. Another good sign that we think potentially there has been success with the breeding is that Ash is being very gentle with Bree. He's very careful around her, so he gets excited to see us, to see his humans, but he's very careful not to jump up, not to harm Bree. He's also doing something that is very special and unique to Ash because of his personality type. So for those that don't know, Ash, this is Bree, but Ash is over there somewhere. Ash is a huge foodie. And that's great because it makes Ash really easy to train, and it makes him easy to motivate, easy to find a motivator. Where's Bree? There she is. So it's good in that sense that he's a massive foodie, but it does mean that Ash, like Joey, doesn't share food. Ash is so food motivated that I can literally train him and get him to do anything with a snack in my hand. but it also means that when he's living alongside another dog, he will often challenge that other dog for the food. And often, because he's been paired with females when it's a breeding time, he is bigger and stronger and very well respected by the girls. So if he only looks at them, they will surrender their food to him. And that's something we have to be really careful of. It means we have to feed Ash separately to our girls, particularly, to make sure that they get their fair share of food. However, when we've got a pair together for breeding, so when Ash is paired with, in this case, Bree, for breeding, it's more difficult to feed them separately because we don't want to cause him any distress by taking the female away from him. And stud dogs, particularly experienced stud dogs, can become quite upset when the ladies are removed from their presence. They don't really understand that it's just for dinner time. They are worried that that lady might go and have an affair with another boy. So Ash becomes particularly upset. He howls when we take the lady away, and he finds that quite upsetting. So we've had to feed them side by side and supervise that meal time to make sure that Ash doesn't try and take the food away from Bree. But we have noticed that since about a day, 24 hours to 36 hours after Ash and Bree mated, Ash no longer tried to even think about taking Bree's food. Ash not trying to take Bree's food is one of the key things, or most positive things, I think, that indicate to me that Bree might be pregnant this time. He didn't do that last time. He doesn't do that around other girls that are not pregnant. He doesn't share food. When I say, to caveat this, when I say that he doesn't share food, I mean with other dogs. He's great with people. Anyone, you know, he's fine. He doesn't resource guard his food from humans. And he doesn't try and steal food off my plate or anything like that. But if he's an opportunist, if he sees food in a bowl, he sees food lying around, he's going to try and take it. But he hasn't done that this week with Bree. So we think that that's really exciting news. So I want to talk to you a little bit about why we decided to pair Bree and Ash, and what we are looking for and hoping for from their offspring together. So first of all, Ash and Bree, both mature dogs. Ash is 4 years old, Bree is 5 years old, and they've never had a litter before. In fact, Bree has never had a litter before. Bree is a maiden bitch, but they have fantastic health scores, both of them. So Ash has a hip score of a total of 4. That's 2 on each hip. Bree has a hip score of a total of 6. That's 3 on each hip. They're both beautifully balanced, wonderfully conformed dogs, okay? Both of them just have everything all in the right places. And they both move just wonderfully. They move like they're floating on air with so much ease and so much extension. It's so effortless. It's glorious to watch. I'll try and get you some footage of that. They both have perfect elbow scores. They both carry no known genetic diseases, none at all. We've tested them for everything and everything we can think of. MBOC tests for 250 odd things, a lot of it irrelevant, but all the things relevant to their breeds. We've also tested them both for pituitary dwarfism with another laboratory, and they're both clear of that. We've also tested them for all things that are known to be in sort of sled dog ancestry, mixed breed sled dog ancestry, including Northern Inuits, etc. Clear of everything. Eyes, both tested, both clear of everything. So that's super exciting, because they're also not related to each other. So their offspring will have really good genetic diversity and have a really low level of inbreeding, so a really low coefficient of inbreeding score. And that's exciting for the gene pool as a whole. That's exciting for us as breeders. And it means that the longevity of the offspring of these two could be potentially really good, really long. And that's exciting as well. Another very important reason that we've chosen to pair Ash and Bree is that they get along fantastically, which is very important, but also that these two are both very affectionate and confident wolf dogs, and that they're naturally confident. So they haven't had to be trained in confidence. They haven't had to be conditioned into their confidence. They are naturally outgoing and confident dogs. They're both naturally very willing to work with their human companion, and they're both naturally quite food motivated. Bree not as much as Ash, but still a lot, particularly for a female. So that means that the potential offspring of this pair are going to be super easy to work with. Hey, Hanson. So another thing that we're excited about with this pair is obviously that they're going to be friendly and outgoing, potentially therefore easier, well, to socialise and to condition to the weird and the wonderful out and about, because they're both pretty solid, confident guys. They're not easily spooked, either of them, which means that potentially these dogs could, the offspring of this pair could be literally have a go at anything type dogs. So we're talking dog sports because of their fabulous health conformation and the way that they're built, so beautifully and evenly balanced, very strong dogs. It also means they'll have the right brain. They'll be easy to motivate with food and rewards, and also they're willing to learn, not easily spooked, highly biddable. Exciting. It means the offspring of these two could literally do just about anything. So what are going to be the potential negatives of offspring from Ash and Bree? Well, I think the fact that they are both so easily food motivated means that you could potentially end up with quite a greedy dog on your hands that you will have to watch the weight on. Bree in particular, obviously we have had to trim her down for this breeding season. Ash tends to not carry as much weight. He did have gastroenteritis, 6 weeks ago or so now. He's put most of that weight back on. We are still looking to add a little more, just so there's a little more cushioning over the rib cage and over the hip bone, but the muscle is back. He's feeling like he's got a good amount of flesh on him again. He's obviously back up to normal energy levels and, you know, back up to full health. Bree has always been a little bit on the pudgy side if you don't watch her, so obviously potentially the offspring could end up being quite greedy and potentially risk being overweight if you're not careful with the food and the meals. And the second negative that I potentially envision in the offspring of these two dogs is quite a high drive. That's a good thing if you want to do stuff with them. The fact that they are confident and outgoing actually makes that drive more obvious when you're working with them. They're not going to be hiding in a corner and cowering. These are going to be outgoing and confident dogs, and they're going to be quite highly driven. And I believe that both of these dogs have quite a healthy prey drive. When it comes to prey drive, Ash's prey drive is not as high as Bree's, and there's a pretty clear and obvious reason for that when you look at these two dogs side by side. So Bree has more northern sled dog breed ancestry. So Bree has Husky, Bree has Malamute, Bree has Samoyed in her ancestry, whereas Ash only has Malamute in the northern breed ancestry. So Bree has quite a lot of northern breed sled dog ancestry, and with that comes quite a healthy prey drive. So to sum up, we've got Ash and Bree, hopefully due a litter very soon. We are very excited. We think they're going to be potential dogs that can do pretty much anything. Confident and outgoing, super healthy, and hopefully very sort of lupoid and wolf-like in appearance. I don't see any reason why not. These guys both have great bone structure, and we are very excited to produce this pairing, aren't we, baby boy? For sure, for sure. Tickle my belly, mum, tickle my belly. Take some pictures of you, Ash. Let's do it. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will keep you posted, and hopefully have some puppies to show you around Christmas time. Keep your fingers and paws crossed. Bye for now.